This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. When you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing to start the drive. Westbrook. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Westbrook. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7.
It's a crosswind. The kicker just got a boot on him.
Now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they
Why are we not catching the football, bro?
Last time out.
Playing with a team full of Dikembe Mutombos. Pick this job off.
The opposing defense, and since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Goodness gracious, that's 2 of them.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. McDaniel. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 30.
They go to the corner.
Now this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis.
Don't be roughing the passer. Don't be roughing the passer.
Trey Flowers picks it.
Okay. Woo.
They're going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running.
I needed that one back. We gave it away on the first drive.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
They go for that rock.
Just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Yo, they hitting and they trying to script. Hitting and scripting.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, Love to throw.
Oh, what a ball. God almighty. God almighty.
Get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing. Love. This is caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. 30 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by
Garibay. Going to the right.
And that makes the score 14-7. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back in the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch it a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down
Cameron Curl, why is he in the game on this formation, bro?
To try and get to the ball even faster.
Second catch for the day, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction.
Why?
That you mean business.
They're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. 19 yards.
What is this doing, folks? What is this doing?
On first down, Moreland. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Of course, remember last week number
I should be able to not be pulled forward when I'm trying to go back to where the ball is. I think we all agree that
game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in Week 2 of the season.
Off play action, Westbrook. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Westbrook. He finds his man complete. That's McDaniel. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Through one corner, 14-7.
That's my fault. I veered back too far with it. I was right there. Oh, I was right there with it. They're chopping down.
From the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked them down for a win in the defense's column.
There we go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius.
Get out of there.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice
we welcome the corner route
all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated
really
into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Hey.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Come on, 17. You want more money, but you can't even block.
It'll be 2nd down.
It's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams
I'm gonna get you paid, but you gotta help everybody, brother.
Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at
I saw it. It didn't go unnoticed.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Wait a minute.
Love now. Got a man as Schwartz complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down.
As much money as I spent on this, brother.
They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
It's going to be a focal point.
To the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more.
What's up,
and first down.
Ultra.
Go climb. Dang it, climb.
A whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. They'll try the left side. Moreland. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over.
Damn.
coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They go back to Pollard on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On third down, here's Mitchell. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Garibay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Westbrook. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. On 1st and 10, Westbrook. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And oh, it coughed it up.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Garabay's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Garabay's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Westbrook,
he's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 3rd down, Westbrook. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Garibay on for the extra point.
And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Packers have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt? And the defensive guy saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw on second down, Westbrook. And my goodness, another interception.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did.
Murphy punching.
There's a little bit of pride in this one. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Westbrook. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
First. Oh my gosh.
It's going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look.
And he loses the football a second time.
And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Ooh.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Ready?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down.
Garabay's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Back to throw. Westbrook. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He finds his man complete. It's McDaniel.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Moreland. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground.
Moreland.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come back. What you been drinking?
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We paid this offense plenty.
Oh, you gonna come down here and breathing out in my mouth and think I ain't gonna smell it. What?
This much with so much time left to play in the fourth. Charles, it's
What you had? The wine?
It has been.
Because it was the champagne? It's one of them two. It wasn't nothing heavy.
But the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is super.
I don't know what you.
And they've got
What that mean?
awfully good about what they put out there.
Wednesday, Thursday, the Friday.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage has evaporated.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for